All right, good morning. This is your walkthrough for your trailer. I'm going to start here at the docking station. This is your hand crank and it is your leveling point. Left to right, you want to level by putting something underneath the tires, chocks, boards, or whatever. But front to back, you want to level it right here. Your propane tank is mounted in the front and this will be full. Whenever you're using the trailer, go ahead and leave this valve open. And when you're not, go ahead and close it because the lines do deteriorate over time. There's a built-in converter in the trailer that will charge the 12-volt system anytime you're plugged into the 7-way cord or you're plugged into short power. There's a trickle charge that will keep that charged. If you are not plugged into either one of those sources, the battery will get drained, so it's a good idea to take the leads off if you're going to put it in storage for a long time. Speaking of storage, your pass-through storage is right here. Goes all the way through, and you do have a hand crank in there. That is for your stabilizer jacks right below here. These are to stabilize the trailer, not to level it. It's just to keep it from wobbling while you're walking through it. Right next to that is all your towing information on the front left corner. And then you have catches here for the storage door. We move back here. You have your furnace exhaust here. I do highly recommend getting screens for that exhaust because 95% of the repairs we do are mud daubers getting into the furnace. Moving down, you have your freshwater connection. This is to fill the tank on the trailer if you are dry docking and don't have water where you are camping. And usually right underneath that is the drain, which is right under the trailer on that white cap. You could drain that anywhere because that is just fresh water. Next to that is your city water connection. This is if you have water where you're going. You plug the hose in and the pressure from that hose will feed the trailer. I do highly recommend getting a pressure regulator. Keeps the pressure between 40 and 50 psi. Anything over 75 psi, you are at risk of blowing your fittings. Green caps on the tires. They are nitrogen filled. They do that because nitrogen doesn't fluctuate as much with temperature as regular air does. If you're on a pinch and you can't find anybody to fill nitrogen in your tires, you can put compressed air in there. That will be okay. You have a gravity feed cord. It's a 30 amp system and you just pull it out like that, plug it in, and then when you're done you feed it and it will roll up inside the trailer all for you. That is a 30 amp trailer. I do highly suggest getting a surge protector. It protects all your electrical system. Your water heater is located right next to that. This is a 6-gallon water heater and it is gas only. Anode rod for draining. Please relieve the pressure before you move the anode rod. It does build up pressure and heat. Right above that is your fridge vent and access to the rear of your fridge. Down here is your dump station. You always want to leave these valves closed. Dump your black valve first. That's the waste valve. Then you dump the gray valve and that will rinse out your hose for storage. It's always a good idea. Low point drains are right next to that right here. That is for draining your system for winterization and completely getting rid of the water in the trailer. Up here is your cable and satellite hookup. That feeds the trailer right there. That's the inlet. On the bumper, these caps do come off. A lot of people put their sewer hose in there. It's a good storage spot. We come around to the back. You are pre-wired for an observation camera system. I call it observation camera because as long as the running lights are on, that camera is active and it's cordless to your vehicle. Below that, this is your black tank flush. And the black tank flush pumps water directly into the black tank for cleaning. Now, if you do put water into there, make sure your black valve is open, or else it will come out the top of the toilet and that will not be fun. You have a shower hookup right there, hot and cold, and it's just a regular shower. You have spare tire mount on the bumper. And you can take this off. You can put a cargo rack or anything you'd like. It'll handle up to 350 pounds. Just don't weld anything to the bumper. You have a motorized awning here with the LED light strip on top, which will put out a lot of light at night. Wind is the enemy of the awning, so if it gets too windy, you want to pull that in. Also, you don't want to leave it out while your trailer is unattended because a sudden gust of wind can damage that. Here you have an outside refrigerator. have a catch there. This is electric only. I suggest getting this charged before your trip. Once it is charged, it will keep your soft drinks and perishables cold. It will run off the battery source. Outside electrical here, and the other side of your storage here. That's fully around. We went all the way around the trailer. Last thing is your solar panel charging port. This will charge a 12-volt system, and you could add solar panels to the roof or portably to the side, your choice. That's about it for the inside. We're going to cut there and go inside. All right, guys, now we're inside the trailer. I'm going to just start at the back in the bathroom. The shower floor is reinforced, as you can see. You do have a wraparound shower, which is good because water is the enemy of the wall panels. You can turn the shower off and on at the head or here at the faucet. You have your GFCI in the bathroom. If any of your outlets fail, check this reset button here first. You have accordion blinds, which will stay where you put them as long as there is tension on these cords. You can adjust that right here. You have some storage in the bathroom there, which is very nice. And you have medicine cabinet right here. Now, if you look up top here, you have a fan in the bathroom, which is for condensation and smells, and you have a hand crank there. And it's just touch button. You do have a sliding door here. It is very important that you always latch this before your trip, because if this is loose, it will be a problem. Next to that, we have the thermostat. This is for the furnace. This controls the heat only. Your air conditioner, your thermostat is on the roof here. Next to that, you have your fridge. This is an RV fridge. It runs off propane and electricity. Auto is usually what I leave it on. That it'll take the path of least resistance. If you have electricity on the trailer, it will take the electricity. If the electricity fails, it will start automatically pulling from gas, which is good. Or you can set it on just gas. And if this light is flashing, it's time to get some propane. Okay, now that we're back, you get a thermostat here for the fridge. There's also a clip on these fins here. It's just analog thermostat. You move that clip up on the fin for colder and move it down for warmer, and that's right there. Right below the fridge is your breaker and your fuse box. You have your breakers here on the left and your fuses on the right. There is a vent here because all these fuses have an LED light next to them. So if one fails, you'll see the light through the screen, and it'll tell you which one to replace. All right, your dinette does turn into a bed. You just take the legs out there, put it between the seats, and then move the cushions in. It's a small bed, so it's great for children. You have an electrical outlet underneath there, and you have a USB outlet for tablets and phones over here. You have storage above the dinette and touch button lights throughout the trailer. In the kitchen, you have your sink here, and you have mini blinds here. These I suggest to put all the way up for travel because they don't travel well, or just make sure they're clipped in here. Your stovetop is a gas stove, and it is a matchlight stove. Below that, you have your furnace, and up top here, you have your microwave. Now, all of your appliances here run on propane, even your water heater, so you want to make sure that tank is filled. TV backer location. This is the only spot in the trailer you should put anything in the wall. They put a board behind here to support the weight of the TV. Anything else, use command strips or adhesives on the wall because they're not meant to hold that much weight. Up here is your entertainment system. This little light here is important. That is your booster signal. If that green light is not on, your cable and satellite will not work. Also, you are pre-wired for a King Wi-Fi extender. That's basically a booster. Turns your phone into a hotspot and turns your trailer into a hotspot. Your emergency exit is here. Pull the red tab to remove the screen. Lift the handle and push out to egress from the trailer. That window will swing all the way up, or you can leave it there for ventilation. You also have USB and electric on this side, and you have just electric on that side of the bed and couch. This is a Murphy bed and a couch. To pull down the bed, just flip the cushion down. You have a single tab right here. Pull that, one clip, and then lay the bed down as such. And there is your Murphy bed. You also have closet storage on either side of the bed. And then to fold that back up, just simply push it up and clip back in. And right here, you have your carbon monoxide detector. And this is meant to alert you if there's any propane gas leak. Propane, they do add the smell of sulfur to the propane for safety reasons. It smells like rotten eggs. If you smell the rotten eggs, please exit the trailer and turn off the propane at the tank. Like I said before, most of your appliances run on propane, so it is essential for the trailer. But if this alarm does go off, please get out of the trailer and turn off the tanks. Please be safe. And test it once a month. If it is an actual alarm, it will flash red and it will beep constantly. It will not pause. And lastly, next to the door, you have your monitor panel. And this is where you control all the functions of the trailer. You have lights here. This one can run the main light here, so if you come in, it'll give you light immediately, but they all are touch button and run independently. This will be your awning lights, which is the LED light strip underneath. Your water heater switch is right here. That turns it on gas. And then your water pump is what you need if you're using the freshwater tank that will provide pressure to the system. This is your awning extender. And up here in black, if you can see, you have your tank monitors, your tank levels. You can hold the button down and it'll tell you what the levels are. So you got your gray, fresh, and black, and then your battery. So that's about it for your trailer. You also have your stereo system right here. I'm sure if there's any issues that I haven't touched on, feel free to call me at any time. My name is Josh. I work in the parts department, and our phone number is 248-5166. Like I said, if you have any questions, please feel free to give me a call.